is brought to you by Siegfried and Jensen.
Hi there, everybody, and welcome to KSL Golf. Glad to have you aboard. We're at Bonneville Golf Course, where this Saturday and Sunday, it's the Salt Lake City Amateur. The top amateurs in the state will be competing here. Last year, Saquon John beat them all, and he is your defending champ. All right, let's get started with our You Win a Golf tip of the week, and we continue our series of how to help you get out of those trouble shots. This week, how to hit from an uphill lie or a downhill lie. There is a method to help you hit it the right way. Here's Mark Wetzel to show you how.
All right, let's talk about downhill lie. Happens all the time. Golf courses aren't flat. Downhill lie you're gonna have to do all the time. And let's talk about how you're gonna do that. A few things is, again, it's all about your pre-swing fundamentals. Everything you can do before you swing the club. We wanna have the proper ball position, which is gonna be a little bit more back in your stance. We wanna get a little bit more weight on your front foot, maybe 60-40. And more importantly, we wanna make sure that our shoulders, hips, and knees get parallel with the slope. The reason why I get a little bit more weight on my front foot is I'm trying to make sure that I get parallel with the slope, because you want to swing with the slope rather than against the slope. When you set up on a downhill lie and you got that weight back and your shoulders are tilted, now all of a sudden you're swinging into the slope, and that's where those big old chunks come from. So to avoid those chunks and to hit that ball clean, get the weight a little bit more forward, get your knees, hips, and shoulders parallel so you can swing with the slope. The other item I'm gonna do is, rather than hitting my normal 8-iron, I'm gonna take less club and hit a 9, because when you're hitting on a downhill slope, you're gonna de-loft your club and the ball's gonna go further. So I'm gonna hit a 9-iron rather than an 8-iron, and I'm gonna set up and do everything that I just talked about. The ball position is gonna be just a little bit back of my stance, not too far back. If you're hitting your 9-iron, you're normally in the center, you're gonna be maybe an inch towards your back foot. Once I get that ball back, I get my weight a little bit forward, 60-40, and you can see by doing this, as soon as I get my weight to the front, my knees and my hips and my shoulders have now tilted to be parallel with the slope. Now I can swing with the slope rather than against it. So I've got a 9-iron, I'm taking a little bit less club, ball back in my stance, and now I'm ready to go. I'm gonna swing with the slope, and I'm gonna do my normal golf swing, except I might go maybe 80 or 90%, keep it really smooth and make good contact. All right, let's talk about hitting on an uphill lie. This is actually a fun shot. It's one of my favorite shots. I actually don't mind when I have an uphill lie, because two things happen. I get to really hit it on the upslope, and secondly, the cause and the effect is I'm gonna be able to hit it nice and high, so I feel like I can really go target hunting with the ball just coming down and not moving anywhere. So I like hitting on uphill lies. With hitting on uphill lie, very simple. You wanna use the slope to your advantage. You don't wanna work against the slope. So when I'm standing here, if I take my normal stance, you can see my shoulders are into the slope, my knees and my hips, so it's gonna be natural for me to swing and stick that club and chunk it every single time. So the focus on an uphill lie is you wanna swing with the slope, which means I wanna make sure that my knees, my hips, and my shoulders are parallel with the slope. So I'm actually gonna get a little bit more weight on my back foot, and I'm gonna get my knees, hips, and shoulders parallel so I can swing with the slope rather than against the slope. That's really the key, the number one key to swinging on uphill and downhill lies, especially on an uphill lie, is getting those shoulders, knees and hips parallel, and a little bit more weight on your back foot. The other thing I have here is I've got my 52 degree in my pitching wedge. This is about 110 shot, 10-yard shot. I normally hit my 52, 110 yards, but I'm gonna take my pitching wedge, because when you're hitting on an uphill lie, you're actually going to increase your loft, and so your pitching wedge is going to turn into a 52. So a lot of people come short on these shots because they're not taking enough club. So you want to take an extra club, because you're going to have extra loft that's going to be created by this uphill lie. So once I have my pitching wedge, as I mentioned, I'm going to get the ball, actually my weight a little bit more back. The ball is going to be back too. I know that seems interesting because it's back on a downhill. It's also going to be back on an uphill because of you leaning and having 60% of your weight on your back foot and 40 on your front, and tilting your shoulders and your hips, you've got to be able to make good contact. So putting that ball back in your stance makes all the sense in the world, so that you're parallel swinging with the slope rather than against it. So once I have that ball positioned back, I've got my weight back, I've got everything ready to go, I'm ready to swing. Now, I want to make sure when I'm swinging, I don't want to do a full swing. I want to do 80%, 90%. That's the other reason why I'm clubbing up. I've got extra club. It's going to go a little higher and come down nice and soft. Ball back, shoulders, knees and hips parallel, and I'm ready to go. Swinging with the slope. Nice and high, come down nice and soft. Fun shot. I love hitting on uphill lies. If you can follow that pattern and make sure you are swinging with the slope and not against the slope and taking extra club, you're gonna love the uphill shot too. I guarantee it.
Hey, don't forget about the KSL Golf Day presented by Smith's Great Golf at a great price for a great cause. Every Wednesday at 3 o'clock at the ranches at Eagle Mountain, it's only $12 for 9 holes in a cart, and $10 of every green fee will go to Primary Children's Hospital. Tee times begin at 3 at the ranches. Call the Ranches Pro Shop to sign up. Hey, the U.S. Women's Open is this week at Shoal Creek in Alabama, and we have a Utahn in the field.
I'm really excited.
Kelsey Chugg, the former Weber State Wildcat, will be in Alabama for her first U.S. Women's Open appearance. Chugg is a 4-time Women's Utah State Amateur Champion, and she qualified for the Open by winning the Women's Mid-Am National Championship last fall, and now she's ready to tee it up with the best women golfers in the world.
Dream come true for me. I definitely have been trying to get into U.S. Women's Open for a number of years now, so really excited to finally get in. This is definitely the biggest championship I've been invited to. I know I couldn't sleep at the Women's Mid-Am when I had the opportunity to play there and made it along in match play, so I imagine I won't get much sleep next week when I'm in Birmingham. I'm sure I'm going to be in awe most of the time I'm there. Hopefully, I got a practice round with Stacy Lewis Wednesday morning, so that'll be really cool to get out and kind of pick her brain on some things, and just the experience is going to be amazing. You know, I've been looking forward to this for the last 6 months since I found out I'd be playing in it, and I can't believe it's here, and it's going to be an incredible opportunity. Really looking forward to it. Okay,
have fun, man. We're all pulling for you.
Thank you.
Well, of course, Kelsey is a great putter. She has to be to play at this level, and she's hit many long putts in her career, including 50-footers. Well, let's see if Jim Webster of Salt Lake City can hit a 50-footer. If he does, he'll win $5,000 as he is this week's putter in our Siegfried and Jensen Putt for Cash. So 50 feet, that's not too far away.
No, that's not too far away. If I could just see it, we're good. Yeah.
You've made many 50-footers in your life, haven't you?
Yeah, probably 3.
Well, you only need one today.
Only need one, that's right.
$5,000, what would you do with that money if you won it?
Oh, man, I think I'd go play golf.
A lot of
Go to
it.
Scotland, go to somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great. We'll make it, okay?
I'll try my best. All right.
Oh, that looks good. Stay up, stay up. Ooh, kind of scooted on past a little bit.
Didn't play the brake.
All right, Jim, you're 10 feet away, so we're gonna make a deal, okay?
All right.
At $100 a foot, times 10, that's $1,000. You can putt that. If you make it, you get 1,000. Or you can go back to 50 feet again, and it'll be half price for $2,500. What do you want to do? $1,000 from 10 feet? You want to go for the grand right here.
Got it.
Okay, we'll make it then.
All right.
Get there, get there, get there, get there. Oh, it didn't break it on you, Jim. I think you hit the putt you wanted.
I did. I hit exactly what I wanted.
You thought you had $1,000 in your pocket today, didn't you, right there?
I really did.
Oh, man, good effort, man. That's the closest anyone's come so far.
Well,
Does that make you feel better?
Well, that ought to be worth something.
Wait a second. I got a quarter that I marked your ball with. Congratulations. Now, if you'd like a chance to putt for $5,000, go into any of the Smith's Marketplace stores along the Wasatch Front and check out the banner with the ugly dude and enter, and you could be the one to putt for cash. Hey, just a reminder to enter our grand prize. We'll have the drawing at the end of August. And when I say grand, you know what I mean. It's free unlimited golf for all of next year at the ranches in Eagle Mountain, Coral Canyon, Sky Mountain, or Falcon Ridge in Mesquite. And we're also giving away a set of Cleveland Launcher CBX irons. Just go into any of the 5 UNA Golf stores from Riverdale to St. George to enter. Okay, time to take a break. When we come back, we'll find out what our forecast will be for our golf game next week. That's when KSL Golf, presented by Siegfried and Jensen, comes back to Bonneville.
If you've been waiting to hit the links, this is the week to do it. It is going to be beautiful across the state. You see temperatures in the upper 80s tomorrow in southern Utah. Then we're at near 100 for a couple days. We cool it back down at the end of the week. Heading into the weekend, just beautiful golf weather. As you look at northern Utah, we're going low 70s on Memorial Day, and then it gets really nice. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, temps in the 80s, mid 70s for Friday, Saturday, and again, a little bit warmer by next Sunday. Beautiful golf weather.
Okay, thank you. Well, that'll do it for tonight. We'll see you again next Sunday night. And remember, it's always better to hit it long and straight rather than short and crooked. See you.